Whoa. Welcome guys, welcome to my Leetcode solving section. So in this video, let's talk about this 496, right? So next greater element. So be sure, before I start, please subscribe to my channel. So you are given two integer arrays, numbers 1, numbers 2, both are unique element. With numbers 1 is a subset of numbers 2. Okay, so for example, 412 is a subset of 142, right? So you can see, right. And the fact is the next greater element of numbers 1 element in the corresponding place. Find the next greater numbers for number 1's element in the corresponding number 2's element. The next greater number of x in the numbers 1 is the first greater number of its right number 2. If it doesn't exist, return -1 for this number. Okay, so it'll be hard to understand, right? But let maybe see a definition. So you see 4, right? So 4 is here. So the next number greater than 4 numbers 2 is there's no such one, right? So return -1. Number 1 is here, right? So number 1 in number 2 will be the next greater can be 3, 4, 2, right? But next greater is 3, right? So 3. How about 2, right? 2 is here, right? So you know that after we see the first example, it's very easy that we understand what to do, right? The first thing we need to do is that we take the number 1's element, and then we go to the number 2 and check that what is the position, right? So for example, for the 4, we check that it's here. Then we go through the next, right? And then we go C to the right, and we see the next greater element larger than this one. Okay, so now we have the simple algorithm. So let me just draw something. Right, so this is the first one, second one, right? So the first is that we iterate this guy, right? We iterate this guy, and whenever we see an element, we first find out which element is it, right? In the second, then we go to the right, right? We see C to the right, and whenever we see something, the next thing is which greater than this, and we take this, right? So this can be solved by divide and conquer. Basically, we can just check one by one. Okay. So let's do a small function. Basically, this small function somebody give you an element here, and they'll give you a second array, right? And then you should return the next greater. So the next greater for A is this guy A, and this is the number 2. Okay. So for A, right? Let's first find what is this blue, right? What's the position of in the second array which this A sit? So so this numbers 2x is the A position, right? And then we go left. We go right. So we have total length number, the total length of number 2, right? So and then we iterate, we go to the right, right? And then if numbers 2I is greater than A, that means we find the next element. So we return numbers 2I, that position, right? Otherwise we return -1. There's no next greater element. And so this is divide and conquer, right? The easiest if we just iterate all the original numbers in the original list and check one by one. So for I numbers S1, we just run this next greater I numbers 2, and then we take a list. That's the brute force solving technique. Okay, by the divide, add some divide and conquer, but this thing's just very easy. Okay, so that's it. I will see you guys in next videos.